Alright, so I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of the internet, or maybe it's because it hasn't become as mainstream yet. But there's one form of media I don't seem to see a lot of videos about, and it's Chinese manhua. Not to be confused with Korean manhua. I know they look and sound the same, but they're two completely different things. Just remember, one has regression, and the other has cultivation. So today I just wanted to sit down and share one of my favorite manhwa. It's called Strange Store, and I've actually been keeping up with it for a couple of years now. And as the name suggests, it's about an online store called The Strange Store. But it's not like your average online marketplace like Amazon or eBay. Instead, the store is portrayed more like a supernatural entity of sorts that preys upon greed and selfishness. It provides you with seemingly the perfect product so that it can grant you your deepest desires. Also, you can't just pull up the website and buy whatever the hell you want. It's on an invite-only basis, to which either a representative comes in person to meet you, or sometimes they'll just directly ship a product to you. However, I think it's a little hard to explain, so I'll just show you instead. Strange Store doesn't actually have an overarching story. Instead, it's a series of short stories. And the first one focuses on this girl named Shenbei, whose family was forced to move from an upper-class city to a much poorer district after her father's company went bankrupt. She goes to her new school where her new classmates welcome her, but this is where Shenbei shows off her true colors. She is a spoiled brat. She hates everyone, the town, the people, causing everyone to hate her. Eventually, she gets left all alone. I mean, deserved. Like, come on, you really have no one to blame but yourself. Shenbei wishes for nothing more but to have the chance to reclaim her high-class lifestyle. She wishes to disappear from this town, go back to her rich friends, and eat food befitting of a girl of her stature. Disappear, huh? On a chance encounter, she meets this shady guy who's like, yo, heard you were having some troubles and you wanted to disappear from it all. Would you like to try this totally convenient free trial of a freaky pill that can make you and anything you possess disappear? And Shenbei's like, of course, this can't be sketchy at all. At first she doesn't expect anything to happen, but the next day, things suddenly get strange. Get it? Her mom didn't wake her up like she normally would, even though she was late for school. The bus slammed its door shut before she got the chance to go on, and for some reason the man at the food stall wasn't paying attention to her when she was standing right there. It's almost as if no one could sense her presence at all. Oh. Yeah, the pill worked. And brimming with power, she could essentially do whatever the hell she wanted. So let me ask you, if you had the power of invisibility, what would you do? Well, obviously, it would only be correct to choose the path of crime. Shenbei could finally reclaim her high-class lifestyle by stealing everything she wanted. Phones, luxury items, food, anything was basically in the palm of her hands. She could even get free airplane rides, so she decides, why not meet up with some of my old rich friends in the big city again? Except hey, dumbass, you're invisible, remember? Your friends can't see you, shouldn't that have been clear already? Well, apparently it wasn't made clear enough. They turn out to be pricks anyways, so Shenbei cuts ties with them. After being invisible for so long though, Shenbei actually starts getting lonely. Shocker. Surprised emoji. Yes, she can have anything her heart desires, but what does that mean if no one can see her? In the end, she wanted to be freed from this power. So one day her free trial ends and the effect of the pills wear off. Shenbei was actually really glad about this, learning maybe it's not so bad just to be normal. Nope, she's a spoiled brat and she will always be a spoiled brat. What, you thought this was gonna be a happy ending? Nah, she still hates everyone, and everyone still hates her. She even forgets that she's off the invisibility pill and accidentally steals, so yeah, basically just ruin her entire life. And then she just takes another pill to run away from everything, except now she's gone permanently. So much for learning your lesson, huh? Good riddance. The Strange Store plays the jackass genie trope in some of the most sadistic ways I've ever seen. Good people, bad people, the Strange Store doesn't really care. Provides them with a solution, then leaves it completely up to the customer how they use their products. Wishing you could disappear from society, wishing for friends, beauty, the ability to fight back against your bullies. All of the characters featured in these stories ask for fairly normal things, but Because of their circumstances, it seems absolutely impossible for them to reach, creating the perfect scenario for the Strange Store to just swoop in. It kind of makes you feel bad for them at first. However, as each story progresses, you start to realize maybe it's better that their wishes weren't fulfilled. In fact, the second story is literally about a girl who's just lonely and wants a friend to talk to, and the Strange Store is like, yo, here's a doll that can act as your friend, and at first she's super grateful. But then the doll becomes friends with other girls and she's like, no, how could you? You're supposed to be mine and mine only. How dare you be anyone except my friend? Like, okay, first of all, possessive much? Second of all, have you considered maybe this is why you don't have friends? I think the first story is just a great introduction to what the Strange Store represents. Immediately out of the gate, you experience a completely narcissistic, self-centered character. You're meant to hate Shenbei, just like how all of her classmates do, and you grow to hate her more when she gets exactly what she wants. Until the twist happens when she eventually crashes and burns. The Strange Store is almost like an anti-hero, and as corny as it sounds, it also really exemplifies that with all great power comes great responsibility. Or there might not even be a lesson. I think in the end, it really depends on your interpretation of each story. There's a quote from the very first chapter though that I think really emphasizes the message of the manhwa as a whole, no matter how far you've read. Humans ostracize, bully, they're vain, discriminate, full of fury and fear. They curse, they yearn, they make all kinds of wishes. It is a wish and also a curse. Some cling to their selfish desires, some choose to be the enforcers of justice. However, when you peer into the abyss is also glancing back at you. Alright, the Strange Store does actually have one rule. Everything has a price. Cause begets effect. You're not meant to like every character, and you're not meant to feel bad for them or justify if their actions are right or wrong. Your job is to watch, just like the Strange Store does, and you'd be surprised at the things people do to satisfy their desires. But yeah, that's really all I have for today. And let me know if you decide to give this manhwa a shot. See you guys in the next video.